It's been a week. A week since Takashi returned to Kisuto, with the information on both Hikata and Sabiyuka's relatives and quirks. Sabiyuka's father was a more refined version of Sabiyuka's quirk, but he couldn't do anything since he couldn't touch Hitoka. His quirk only works through contact. Shinso, Hitoka's half-brother, provided useful information. So Sabiyuka has been staying away from you, and he seems to be able to overcome Hitoka's control over him. It's become clear why he was the advisory, although he's so young. It's almost 1 week closer to the wedding, to Shoto and you. The planning has been going smoothly, and honestly, you're kind of sort of excited. King Todoroki has gotten better, and you've gotten word from other kingdoms that their kings have also too gotten better. After all, their illness vanished. Nobody has found out any more from the strange matter that attacked Shoto in the courtyard that day, and the place guards haven't suspected any suspects. What they did find, though, has driven them to work harder for revenge. The bodies of their 3 guards that went missing were found 2 days ago. Mangled, shredded, it's clear they went through torture. Duke Callahan and Hitoka Shinso were wanted as traitors, and villagers have been told to report any suspicious activities. Currently, you're getting ready for the memorial set in place for the 3 guards, and the head maid. The guards were some sort of comrades' bests, so it's suspected to have been a direct attack, which makes it all the more scary, because who could take on some of the best guards and 3 at once? You shiver. Your maid Nami brushes your hair, styling it for the memorial. Nami is Marie's replacement. Apparently they are very close to each other. You could say best friends even. You can't even imagine taking over your best friend's job, but here she is, the new head maid. She's incredibly nice and honest. You suspect her and Maria were something more. You look beautiful, princess. She smiles, placing a tiara on your head. You look in the mirror, nodding. Thank you, Nari. She curtsies, leaving the room to get herself ready to attend. You stand up, looking in the mirror. Your dress is black, fit for the morning, but still elegant enough for a queen. You can't help but feel sad at the sight. It's been hard since Takashi returned to Kisuto with the news. It makes Hitoka's betrayal feel all too real, along with the fact that everyone convinced Duke Callahan is your father. You want to ask King Todoroki about it. You want to be mad. You want to do something, at least. But this is not the time, because 3 guards gave their lives during an attack on the castle. You felt guilty for not knowing their names. Now, you'll never get to. You only met one of them, the one who helped you out of the darkness, with a slash on his eye. He was one of the slaughtered. You remembered the sound, the way he was gone in an instant, but your heart knew he was dead. Could you have done something? If you could control your stupid quirk, if you could move faster, if you could have done something. Now it is time for the tears. Shoto is waiting to escort you to the memorial. You look at yourself one last time in the mirror. Your makeup. Some is still lying on the table. You smudge some on your finger, then bring your hand up to your face. You remember the guard's slash on his right eye, and it reached to his forehead to his cheek. You run your finger along your eye, copying the injury with a black makeup. At least you can do this. At least you can remember him. You open the door, Takashi immediately saluting you, then tilting his head in question at the makeup on your face. You smile. He sees. Princess, a voice says. Shoto is already there, waiting in a black suit of his own. He takes your hand, not even asking about the streak of black over your eye. Only the royal family, the guards and their families, the maids, and King's advisory were allowed to attend. And some of the advisory didn't even show. Everyone's wearing black, and the guards of the comrades sit in a group in front of you. You and Shoto and the king on the right, with everyone else in the back. Takashi sits with you. Despite knowing the 3 killed, he insists on staying by you. Staying, it's his duty, after all. You're sitting with the others, and you see Izuku's green hair in the mass of guards. You never got to talk to him about what he said, despite being quirkless. Now isn't the best time, though, so you can wait. Commander Aizawa stands in front of the room, 4 caskets behind him. It feels like more of a funeral than a memorial. The air is thick and mourning with sadness and grief. And there's something else. But a voice interrupts your thoughts. It's the commander. We gather here today in memory of 3 guards in our head maid, he says, his voice strong and booming through the room. Maria was one of the kindest people I've ever met. She was attacked and mistaken as a traitor, then left for dead. Watabi, Ito, and Natamaru were like family to me, and I saw them as my students. They were the best of the best, and they were slaughtered, murdered. All 4 of them. The room is silent. We will not let them die in vain, he says, a hint of anger in his tone. And we will not let them take any more lives. We will not let our fallen be forgotten. We will not let them get away with this. The room erupts with cheers as the commander's words sink in, and you again feel something hanging in the air, overcoming everything else. You were wrong. These people are not sad. They are angry and out for revenge.